All right. So my name is Cheri. I am in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I just turned 50. And if that helps, Jenny. Um, Before the program, I kind of came into the program after having been to the doctor and being told that I had some blood pressure issues. And I did not want to be on medication. So, so I guess about a month before I received the invitation to join the group, I had already been working with the doctor to lose some weight. So mainly very not non-active, ate whatever I wanted, um, didn't get any thought to what I was eating. There's lots of emphasis on food in our family and household, and so anyway, that was my life coming into the program. And after getting into the program, and of course I had started a little bit, but I was really kind of following more the Weight Watchers kind of program, more count your calories and eat whatever you want. And so when I started with you and we were talking about the Pretty from the Inside Out, I think it really resonated with me about putting good things in my body. And so I know I've mentioned to you that the gluten has been a really big thing for me. I do everything I eat now is sprouted if I eat breads or crackers, and so I really can tell a big difference with that. I have again not had a big problems with that. I've substituted in Louisiana. We eat lots of rice. I've substituted quinoa and anything that I would have had rice before. So those are big staples that have become part of my diet. Have increased our vegetable intake quite a bit. We've tried things that we've never tried before, acorn squash and spaghetti squash and Brussels sprouts and just lots and lots of things like that, which have been good. And I have a teenage daughter, and she likes to eat healthy. So she's really enjoyed this because before she was like, "Y'all always make me eat things that aren't good for me." So she's really been active in this whole process. And anytime that I was like, "Oh, I found this," or "We can try this," it's been fun because she's like that. Um, I think we talked a little bit about stress, a lot of stress. And as I picked up my exercise, I noticed that it really helps with stress. I never believed that before, but when I was consistent, or when I am consistent with my exercise, the stress is really lessened. And I laugh because I find myself now going, I need to go for a walk, or I need to go swim, or I need to go just to kind of get some of the angst out, for whatever reason that is. So before I probably would have sat on the couch and eaten crackers, but now I'll pick up and say, take my dog, let's go for a walk, and make a couple miles around the neighborhood or whatever. So those are some, like, before I just think I had a really unhealthy approach to the way I was eating and living, and have really been tried to be better with
And
that.
you have, can you say that you are, because I think there's a lot of people who think, oh, well, it's so easy for Cassie because she, is a Pilates instructor. She doesn't work, 8 hours, 10 hours nonstop in a row, and she doesn't have kids or whatever. So can you say like you're, full time employed? You don't have to
I
say what you
do.
do, but
I am at work by 6:45 every morning, and most often am not home until 6 or 6:30 in the evening. And so I have really had to carve out time for myself. And part of that too is mother stress. You're working so much. The thought of going to exercise when you haven't seen your children in 11 hours is, I feel selfish, but I also know I'm not being the best mom I can be if I'm not stress free or not healthy. So um, I've really tried to incorporate some things with my children, bike riding. My daughter and I'll go, to the club together. So tried to incorporate some of those things with them. Being more active in activities we do, like the zoo. New Orleans Zoo is very big. I think, in the 4 hours we were there, it was 12,000 steps. Just trying to get out and do more so that I'm not sitting around. Um, and so therefore, I really have had to be very structured in prepping and shopping and purchasing and fixing lunches and because my life is very very busy. And when I get home at 6 or 6:30, that's usually an early night with board meetings and parent meetings. It's usually 8. Sometimes it's 8. So I'm gone from home 13 hours in a day sometimes. I've really had to work hard to make, particularly the exercise work, because that seems to be the thing that gets, I tend to leave out. I know I can be better about that. I have been much better, but I could even do better with that.
So, can you tell me how much weight during, say, like over the since September, how much weight you've lost and the effects on you? How has it affected your health?
Okay, I had lost. I probably in the teens when I started. So as of as of well, I guess I weighed last week. I emailed you. I had lost 58 pounds. So since August or whatever, and basically just have more energy. I did not have to get on blood pressure medicine, so that was my goal. And now I just want to ward off. Unlike my sister, she was on cholesterol medicine, blood pressure medicine, diabetes medicine.
You froze. You froze. I don't know if you can still hear me, but you're frozen. Can I hear you now?
I can hear you. Let's see.
There we go.
There. Good. Okay. I don't think I was as heavy as my sister, but I was lucky enough not to have as many health effects as she had. So, knowing that my weight has, really affected blood pressure like that has been really eye opening for me. And, my father suffers from lots of cardiac issues, lots and lots. Has had open heart surgery in his 40s, quadruple bypass, and I don't want to be him. I don't want that to happen to me. Um, so anyway, I feel like more energy, and even when I look at my face, I feel brighter. I feel lighter. I feel happier. It just affects everything.
Now, is Jay your brother also? You guys are.
Hey, my brother.
So when
Yes.
is he going to give you a big shout out on Facebook?
Candy is a little more. She. Yeah. I'm a little more reserved than she is.
But it like dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute. Does she have to lose 100 pounds in order to get the J approval? Do you guys?
They saw each other. They spent the weekend together. I haven't seen him in a while.
I was gonna say, how far apart do you guys all live from each other?
Um, Candy lives about a half an hour from me one way, Candace, and he lives about 2 hours from me another way. And then our parents live about an hour from us, so we're near each other.
Yeah.
We're pretty near. But once you have the kids, they kind of dictate your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A lot.
Definitely.
And then he's busy. He has 3 clinics. He's a doctor, and he has 3. Well, he's opening a third, so he manages all those clinics. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just think it's like so amazing. I mean, you guys have just done gone so far above what I ever imagined. And I know like people were saying, or like, I started the other Facebook group and I can't remember which one of you commented. I think it might have been Candy, how few people.
Oh, that was me. It shocked me. Yeah.
How few people left. And it is totally true. I mean, there are a gazillion diet books and gurus and programs and whatever. I mean, Weight Watchers would not be successful if everybody stuck to it. So,
right.
And it can be for a whole host of reasons. It's not your time. It's not, something happens in your life, you don't like me. I mean, there could be just like a gazillion reasons why people don't stick with it. So I totally thought, I was hoping that people would drop out, because I don't know if you remember when we started, I think we had 93 people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there were 93 women in the group, and I would say it got down to like 65 about around Christmas time, and then it kind of just like stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
But of those 65, there's about 35 that are actively like seeing and reading all the posts, and then like I said, just like a handful, 12, 11, 12, 13 people that actually did it and participated.
I will say too, your whole the Wheel of Wellness thing. You were so on the money with that, about you get off and then you feel guilty and you don't get back on, and like it was almost like you gave me permission. It was weird. It was like I got permission. You're gonna mess up, but you can always just get right back on. And I think that has been different than when I've tried before, because I'd get bogged down in that I screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, tomorrow's another, like right now is another minute, so don't mess up again today, get back on. And so that has kept me losing. Again, I'm going to say I've not been perfect, but that really resonated loudly with me, about just get back on.
Yeah.
So.
Because the longer you stay off, the more it hurts to get back
No,
on.
it does. And then the worse you feel about yourself, too.
Yeah.
Because you lose that ground that you've gained, that you've worked so hard on. So, yeah, so that's been a really good thing. I just keep thinking, get back on.
There's, because of social media, there's this whole movement of body positive, and a whole movement of anti-diet and don't be shameful because you went off the wheel of wellness, or and I get it, because I'm so immersed in it. As you know, I was with my sister-in-law, Leanna, all last week.
Mm-hmm.
And she said to me, we were on our way to go work out, and she was talking about a class that she takes in the city where she lives, and that she didn't, the instructor, I can't remember, she said something like, the instructor didn't look that good, because I look at the instructor and think, well, I can't be motivated by somebody who weighs 200 pounds. I mean, like she said this, and I wanted to like say to her, well, that's exactly the pressure that is put on me to, you think that I'm coming down on you and have all this pressure on you to lose weight, get skinny, whatever. But you just said that to me, and that's pressure, when I want to go on my vacation and go and have a conscious indulgence of a quarter cup of ice cream. I want to do it and not think, oh my gosh, all my clients are,
right.
So it's like, we all have the pressure, but at the same time, with this body positive movement, we have women who have weight to lose because they are unhealthy, thinking that, oh, well, now we should just accept the fact that we are overweight because we should be body positive and it's okay. But it comes down to, it's not okay. It's not okay to stay off that wheel of wellness for any length of time, because, there's heart disease, there's all these things, and it's not okay to carry around 40, 60, 80, 100 pounds of extra weight. It's, even if, like I have my mom, knock on wood, who has been obese her whole entire life, and she always says, but I don't have anything wrong with me. I don't have anything wrong with me. And, in her guts and everything, knock on wood, she doesn't, but, her ankles are giving out, her knees are giving out, like her body, her structure, she can't come to my house anymore because we have a steep driveway and she can't make it down the driveway because it hurts, you know. And if I got her in the house, which I've managed to do, she can't climb our stairs to go to the bathroom.
And you have a multi-level house.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, you know, she wants to argue with me that, well, she doesn't have a heart problem or she doesn't have this, but she's 70 and can't come over to my house. So, you know, for these women who think, well, I'm body positive, I'm big, you know, embrace it. It's just your body. God gave you this body, and you're trashing the thing that He, you know, gifted upon you.
There's scripture actually about your body's a temple.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that for those that are, you know, religious minded and want to obey scripture, you've got it written right there.
So many times I want to throw that out there. I had to keep it neutral in the group, but I am a big, you know, that's a big topic in our household, is that, you know, this is a gift. It doesn't really belong to you. It's a gift, and it's a vehicle for you to enjoy this planet, and you can't go around trashing it. And you feed it trash, it's going to act like trash. You're going to feel like trash. So you treat it like trash and it will be trash. And we just can't do that anymore. And so whatever works, you know, if that works for you, you know, the motivation with your father, or for me, it's the example that I set for my child. And the fact that I want to wake up in the morning and feel like getting up in the morning.
Right.
You know?
And I mean, a lot of us in the group, like I have fibromyalgia, I have Epstein-Barr, I have several things like that, but you can't let that keep you back. It's a choice. It's a choice.
Yeah.
And sometimes your health might be but you know, with all of those things, the more active you are, the healthier you are, the less those flare up.